Welcome to Esoterisphere. Gnosticism 101. Norea, the woman who burned the Ark. You've heard of Noah's Ark. But have you heard of the woman who tried to burn it down? Her name was Norea. And in the ancient Gnostic text, the Hypostasis of the Archons, also known as the reality of the rulers, Norea isn't just a supporting character. She's a cosmic disruptor. A rebel soul. A divine spark with a backbone. Her story is short but explosive. And like all Gnostic myths, it flips the script on everything we think we know. In this mythic vision of the universe, the material world wasn't created by a benevolent god, but by imposters. These beings are called Archons, meaning rulers or authorities. They're cosmic gatekeepers, blind and arrogant, born from a cosmic error. And they are led by a false god known as Yaldabaoth, who proclaims, "I am God, and there is no other god beside me." But he's wrong. He's not the source. He's a shadow. And this world? It's a prison disguised as a playground. The Archons attempt to shape humanity in their image, but something divine slips through. A spark. A trace of the true light from beyond. That spark takes root in humanity, and in particular, in women. In the Hypostasis of the Archons try to control the first woman, Eve. But she's protected by a divine force, one they can't understand. The text says, she was shown to be superior to the rulers, and they wanted to capture her. But she laughed at them. That's not the Eve from Sunday school. In Gnostic vision, women aren't the problem. They're often the path to liberation. They carry memory, instinct, gnosis. And that's where Norea enters the story. She arrives during the time of the flood. The Archons plan to wipe out humanity and start over with obedient subjects. In mainstream tradition, this is where Noah builds an ark to preserve life. But in the Gnostic version, things play out differently. Norea, described as Noah's wife, or possibly his sister, is spiritually awake. She sees through the illusion. And she's not having it. When Noah refuses to let her on the ark, she torches it. Norea came to the ark. She blew on it with her breath, and it was consumed by fire. She doesn't want to be saved by a corrupt system. She wants to burn it down. This moment is rich with symbolism. The ark isn't just a boat, it's tradition. Patriarchy. The illusion of salvation by submission. And Norea refuses to be carried into a new world ruled by the same false gods. That kind of defiance has consequences. The Archons confront her. They attempt to seize her, just like they did to Eve. But Norea resists, not with violence, but with voice. She calls out, "Rescue me from the rulers of unrighteousness and save me from their clutches." And her cry is heard. A being of light descends from the true divine realm, the Pleroma. His name is Eleleth, one of the four luminaries of the invisible God. He tells her, "You are from the incorruptible race." That's Gnostic code for, "You're not from here. You're divine. You carry the seed of truth." Eleleth reveals to her the full story, how Sophia, the divine wisdom, fell and gave birth to the Archons. How they built this illusion we call reality. And how spiritual beings like her can awaken and return to the source. It's not just mythology. It's a revelation. What makes Norea so powerful isn't just that she defies false gods. It's that she represents a soul that remembers. She stands at the crossroads of rebellion and remembrance. She doesn't accept the story she's given. She knows something is wrong, and she acts. In this way, she's part of a long Gnostic lineage of female figures who see through the veil. Eve, who laughs at the Archons. Sophia, whose mistake creates the false world, but whose wisdom sparks the escape. Mary Magdalene, who in other texts becomes the bearer of hidden teachings. These women aren't sinners or saints. They're seekers, rebels, mirrors of the soul in exile. So who is Norea, really? In myth, she's the one who burns the ark. In symbol, she's the divine spark that resists programming. And in spirit, she's a voice reminding us that salvation doesn't come from obedience, it comes from awakening. Her name may come from the Hebrew Norea, meaning fire. And that fits. Because Norea doesn't just light a match, she sets the whole illusion ablaze. If this story spoke to something in you, you're not alone. Let me know what you think in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more ancient texts, hidden heresies, and spiritual rebellion. Until next time, keep your inner fire burning. And if the ark they offer you smells like control, walk away.